everybody, clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a video for twins who are both in karmic situations or, soulmate connections, marriages, other relationships. It can be if you're still divorcing, if you are not quite through the conscious decoupling process, if people have casual partners, any third person that's in your scenario on both sides. So both of you have other things going on in some way. Let's get into it. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for the beautiful twins that join me here. What is it that we can see regarding what the DMs in these situations and the DFs in these situations are navigating? So if you are a DM, I'm going to pull energy for your DF here. I wasn't intending on that, but it came through in the prayer, so I'm going to be obedient to that. So we're going to shuffle a bunch more decks than I thought I needed to, but here we go. So what are each of the counterparts thinking about the connection, feeling on the heart space for the connection? Again, this is for twins who are both in karmic scenarios, soulmate connections, that kind of a thing. What is it that we can see is the challenge on and the spirit guided solution and the direction that these connections are going in the near future? Okay, masculines in this scenario, we have kindness versus duty and the Nine of Orbs. So for masculines in this scenario where both twins have a karmic situation, there are sleepless nights. It's really the wrestling of what is the kindest thing to do here. Is it staying in my current situation because I've committed to it, or is it following the love that's written on my heart? And so they really are seeing that this is a conflict. They are losing sleep, and they are choosing to go through that path of kindness that is best for all involved. And that does look like, making the steps to exit karmic situations. What for the divine feminines? Oh, we've got the heartache on the conscious mind about not being in the relationship that makes you feel like the empress. So your twin is your emperor. That is who is your complement that makes you feel like this queen of all queens. And there's heartache here because of the third energy. Let's pull a connection space card. What can we see for the union space in this dynamic? Seal of Venus, elemental magic, self-love and protection. And galactic transporter, adventure, exploration, and discovery. So it's a time to open your minds, both of the twins in this scenario. It's time to really put down the preconceived notions and open the hearts, open the minds, really sit with this. Divine feminines, you're in conflict because of the third energy. So what is this showing you? I would say it implies you're not where you know you should be. Whether that means you're meant to go towards your DM or not, it has brought up the inconvenient truth that you are in a relationship that you've settled in because you have room in your heart for someone else. And it's not a surprise that there is heartache there because you do love your soulmate as well, or there wouldn't be this pain involved. And so for divine feminines in this, there is a lot of ricocheting energy back and forth here. You're feeling each other. You are, I just heard, likely a lot newer on the journey. If both counterparts are, to my readings anyways, most of the time I'm channeling situations that are not still both in connection. So welcome if you're new. I love you and here to help, so hopefully you can stick around and find some value. But this is a time of discovery, to really looking at what you feel is right. This is mastery, right? We have to come into the awareness of the higher. And when I've asked the divine for guidance on how should the twins process, reconcile, come out of the fear, guilt, and shame regarding karmic situations, the divine has said where the unconditional love lays, that is the connection that is closest to the throne. That does not mean that you should have third-party sexual engagement and all of that. You can conduct yourself righteously and maneuver out of connections that are not in the highest and best interest of all involved. So karmic situations typically are blamed for holding us back. We stay small. We don't shine our light. For whatever reason, we're not empowered in those to be at our best. That is one indicator that something is fishy under the surface. So let that support. Let's get on to the next one. So on the heart space, divine masculine, so much love, and they know completely that they need to love themselves more and not connect in the karmic situations. If they are going to decouple, this is a lot of sensitivity and inspiration from your connection, divine feminines, that will apply to them maneuvering with tact and grace and sensitivity with their karmic partner. For divine feminines on the heart space, knowing that this legacy, look at that, both got the Ace of Cups. I love the mirroring that happens. You just can't make it up. Tarot is so rad. Divine feminines are seeing that the family situation that they're in isn't the one that they feel does offer the long-term abundance, and self-love is admitting that. So both twins here, divine masculines, have too much love to give that their karmic situations are not able to recognize, and divine feminines, the long-term abundance has been diminished or never resulted here. And so there's this energy of, I just had an interesting message, and it's, I heard gold digger, but divine feminines, don't criticize yourself for wanting to pull the plug if financial abundance isn't happening. That is an indication of some root chakra issues and things needing to be recalibrated. So if there has been some hardship or root chakra things, there is a faulty foundation in this potentially long-term scenario with your karmic situation, and so it can be recalibrated. This is interesting because you can unhook from the codependency in your soulmate connection and see how you feel after that. Take each transition step to heart, and if you need to look at it as though you are just uprooting the codependency, do that for now and decide what you need to do. So both twins here will be brought through a masterful understanding of comparative energies as the connections unfold further. What can we see in the connection space, the union space for this couple? Temple of the Moon Goddess, emotional transparency, nurturance, and grace. So be very, very sincere and open to yourself about what you are actually feeling about your situations right now. Allow yourselves to go deeply into getting to know your emotions in this new context. You've never been here before, so date yourself, like sit yourself down in a chair and ask yourself some questions. And Andromedan Stargate, invention, innovation, and scientific pursuits. Yeah, this is time to look at things in practical ways. Scientific pursuits is my practical application. So once you find these new emotional requirements of yourself, apply those to, is my karmic situation legitimately offering me that? Is it appropriate for me to actually go forward into my twin situation yet? Or is it more mature, accountable to focus on what I've got, or consciously decoupling, all of this stuff? So really helping this inform each step of the way in the name of unconditional love, which both of the twins got. That's amazing. What are the divine masculines wishing? They are wishing that divine feminine would not be the one to get away. They're looking at things in the past. They're looking at an event, a moment of glory, something that indicated love at first sight, I just heard. And they're daydreaming about it, replaying it over and over. They are wishing on a star for this love. They know that you are wishing to have this love. They know that there's a love bubble. They are in love and they want to do something about it. It's a very sweet energy. What are the divine feminines wishing? They're wishing to understand how to navigate this. I just heard I've never had to do this on my own before. Somebody help me. So divine masculines, or divine feminines, sorry, you might be wishing that you had a better role model, an example to follow in this case. Rely on the divine. Take care of yourself. Rest. It's a lot of mental anguish and conflict here. So you do need to slow down, eat healthy, get the proper exercise, sleep, take care of yourself. Cut out things that are too complicated and just stay the course. There will be clarity. This is my card of the Five of Swords is my card of free will. So if you are looking at things in terms of your becoming, in stepping into more authenticity, more spiritual awareness, it will ease some of the mental conflict that you might be experiencing over the overwhelm, what to do. The way you're looking at things could be adding more stress. So guilt, shame, ridicule, all of the uncertainty, try and clear that out by being very clear with what you are feeling. Have that date with yourself and get to the bottom of the implications, the clarity. Just get to know it, divine feminines. What can we see in the shared space for this? So divine masculines are kind of making they're in a good place, a little bit more, a bit melancholy, a bit missing, but the divine feminines are in a little bit more conflict right now. So it's a catalyst energy for both, I'm feeling. And we get harmony, cooperation, dynamic interaction. Yeah, you are collaborating behind the scenes in your own ways right now. It is kind of working together. Both of you are not satisfied with the status quo, I just heard. What are the divine masculines' actions at this time? They are getting full enlightenment about their karmic situation. This literally says karma. So they are in active learning. Divine masculines, you are seeing behind the tapestry. You're seeing the inner working, the backside, the backstory, the unraveling of your karmic situation, and it's bringing you into full enlightenment. That's awesome. Divine feminines, you are making the changes in the physical. Some of you might be changing jobs. Some of you might become self-employed. Some of you might be stepping into healing careers, energy work, card reading, I just heard too. Woohoo! Other things like that. You're making the changes to advocate for your forward motion so you can be self-sufficient financially. So you might be thinking about how to change jobs and hold your own financially. So that's a big consideration as we're leaving karmic situations and getting feet under us. This is a budgeting card, so be mindful of finances right now, divine feminines. What is the shared space here? Light, wholeness, warmth, and well-being. Do what you know is right for your long-term success and current well-being. Really advocate for yourself. Do what you need to take care of yourself. Self-love. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines at this time? Progress regarding things in the past, perseverance, exhaustion, keeping going. This is a combination that shows, let go of things that you weren't successful with in the past because you weren't going towards a higher goal. With this, like, steps in the process in the upright, it's seeing a clear goal and going towards it. In the reverse, it's like a money pit. I just heard a downward spiral, things that didn't work, things that sort of held you down. Yeah, just things that added a drag. So you're looking for solutions to that. Divine masculines, that's the challenge, is some of these karmic situations didn't have solutions. They weren't meant to be solved. The victory in them is seeing what the dynamic was so that it doesn't happen again. But we're all coming out of the imprinting, out of the karmic 3D alignment, and we're seeing things in more energetic terms again. The blinders are off. And so Metatron's seal is in this card. There are energetic ways to look at all of the things that did not result in success, and you're not meant to take unworthiness out of it. You're meant to be empowered by that because of seeing the inner workings firsthand. Divine feminines, what is your biggest challenge? Knowing the higher love and setting the healthy boundaries to get you there. What is the solution for the masculines? Making the changes in the physical to embody unconditional love, to take your life to the next level, and to have true success where you're meant to be going. What is the solution for the feminines here? Here's the 10 of Pentacles in the upright. It came out in the reverse near the beginning of the reading. But this is energetically listening to your own still small voice within that never steers you wrong, following your heart, going for your 10 of Pentacles, sight unseen, following intuitive guidance, and seeing where it leads. You've got this. Everybody, you've got this. What is the connective union energy for this challenge and solution? Path change, paradigm shifts, and adjustments. So continue making the adjustments, changing course. You are buying into one paradigm that no longer serves. And you're not throwing the person out. You're both, your karmic situations, you are to be grateful for those co-pilots, for that portion of the journey, and to really affirm and be in gratitude to that person that traveled with you. You wouldn't be where you're at today without that relationship. So do honor it, but it is time to change course and make some adjustments. Where is the energy going in the near future? Divine masculine, you're ending the heartache, you're ending the existential crisis, you're ending the feeling like you're not honoring yourself. You are coming into the embodiment of your spiritual truth, your spiritual mastery, the path. This is the shamanic energy. This is you taking your life in your own hands and being sacred. Where are the divine feminines headed? Strength. And wow, the Wheel of Fortune for the divine feminines in the reverse. So this came out for divine masculines already. So divine feminines, while you're waiting for the wheel to turn, be in balance, be in strength. Don't fall prey to temptation. The strength card comes out when the devil's been at play. So don't let your mind, body, soul get away from you right now, divine feminines. Don't lose hope. It's coming. Have faith. More importantly than not losing hope is have faith. This love isn't a trick. Keep allowing it to be a muse that pulls you in the right direction. And the union space, dimensional planes of perception, number 4, intention, mental breakthroughs, and ideas. Set the intention to see the solutions and let them come. Let them lead you. Let them give you ideas. Let them inform what you must do next. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.